So I joined the Army in 1999. Straight out of high school, I signed up when I was 17. Just wanted to do something different with my life and kind of get out of the town I was living in. And turned out to be one of the best things I ever did. I served from 99 to 07. I was in a total of 8 years. It was 4 years, 4 months, and 11 days on active duty, and the rest was in the reserves. You know, when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a pilot, but you know, I always played Army, and having to use glasses, the idea of becoming a pilot was kind of off the radar. So I ended up becoming a soldier and joining the Army. So on active duty, I went on 2 deployments overseas. There was one to Bosnia Herzegovina. I was there for 8 months for we call it S4, stabilization force. So we were there just kind of as a peacekeeping tour. And then the Thanksgiving before we went into Iraq, we actually went into Kuwait and were stationed in Kuwait prior to the build-up to go into liberate Iraq. My main job in the Army was I was a gunner on a up-armored Humvee. So I used a 50 caliber machine gun, also a Mark 19. It's an automatic grenade launcher. So we did a lot of gunneries and stuff, and I was one of the top gunners in our platoon, which was pretty exciting. I had a bunch of awards for that. But yeah, I was also squad leader, so I had to train my guys on basic first aid, you know, how to keep each other alive. Over in Iraq, I mean, it was kind of like 50-50. So some people were happy to see us, others, you know, they were making money under Saddam, didn't like us being over there. So, but yeah, we were down in the streets doing a lot of patrols, you know, trying to win the hearts and the minds of the locals. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It was 8 years I was in, but you know, if I would have stayed in, I'd be retired now. But you know, it's kind of would, could have, should have, didn't. But once I had kids, I decided I didn't want to have a job where I had to carry a machine gun around anymore, and for my own safety. So I went to school for business, and that's kind of what brought me here at H&S. There's some of the highs and lows that came, you know, in my lifetime where I was in the Army. But the highs always won, you know. It was always a really good experience and something that people can never take away from you.
Went after high school in '74 in the Army. Didn't know what I wanted to do, so I always wanted to be an airborne guy, but then I turned to be airborne ranger. We jumped out of airplanes, you know, 54 times. So we had to pack our own parachute, make sure they did everything right. And I thought the greatest thing in the world is that this is it. You know, a lot of guys were scared. I was eager to go. You know, you climb silos at home, you know, 80 feet high outside, so height didn't bother me. Maybe it does now, but you know. I was trained to be a ranger, so it was 13 weeks of that. But I always wanted to be one, so you know, that's the coolest thing in the world. I had a blast. I was in Fort Knox for basic training. Then Fort Campbell, I was in 101, 101st Airborne, that's in Fort Campbell. Then I went to Fort Benning for jump school, and I went to Fort Polk, Louisiana for ranger school. Each squad, there's 12 guys in a squad, and each guy specializes in something. You know, you got a medic, you got a guy that blows things up, you got a guy to do this and that. I was small weapon expert, so trained on that most of the time. Training, you know, like hand-to-hand combat, sneaking up on people. I was trained as a sniper, so I could shoot people a long ways away. You know, it's just like, it's hard to talk about it, but you had to be there, you know what I mean? Just like one of those things. Just wanted to do it. Yeah, you know, it's just the camaraderie with the guys, you know, you meet everybody from all over the country, you know, so that's kind of cool, you know. You know, you got anywhere from 18 to 30 something with you, you know, so that's quite a range. And you're the best of buddies forever. One guy gets in trouble, we all get in trouble because then he's going to back him up. Only, like I said, I miss the guys, you know. Well, now, but I just miss the guys, you know. like playing football, baseball as a team, you know. You know? And the adventure. It was an adventure. Every day was something new. No 2 days were the same. Exactly right. No 2 days were the same.
I'd say, I mean, you could do it every day. I mean, you see anybody that's wearing a veteran's cap or anything, just tell them you appreciate what they did. You know, people do that. I've gotten notes on my car before, you know, just for my military plates, and stuff like that will make a Veterans Day and goes a lot further than what you'd realize it does. Just a simple thank you. But I also think there's so many ways for people to be patriotic in this country. You know, just firemen, you know, there's other jobs, and just in your everyday, just being proud of the country you live in, and doing your best at being an American every day.